I'm no longer wasting my money on a habit so tragic, but I don't give a shit because it does something for me. You don't have to understand. I used to smoke a lot of a green plant. Think you know which one I refer to. And it was very illegal at the time that I smoked a magnanimous amount of it, but I didn't care. I didn't care. And of course, I had to lie about it to certain people that had a problem with it, like law enforcement, okay? And my boomer parents who don't understand drug use, unless it involves pharmaceuticals. They have no liability whatsoever if they cause damage, which is often. Damn TV. Anyway. I don't lie naturally. But if there is something that I have to lie about, I will lie about it, and in a way I can still be free. That's called personal morality. It doesn't involve any law or rule or regulation or whatever you want to call it. I don't listen to people that I don't agree with. I mean, I'm not going to take their advice, you know? They'd rather me be on a pill that makes me more likely to kill myself. They'd rather me be on a pill that doesn't allow me to cry or come in a timely fashion. Damn it. That's hard to play for some reason. It's amazing the stuff that people subject themselves to, but they don't have to. They do it because it's what they think they're supposed to do. Or because other people tell them to, and they want to impress those people. Well, I will disappoint till I die. Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. Well, okay, so I was thinking about suggestive sailing. Not sailing, like with a sailboat. Suggestive selling. With sails. Suggestive selling, sailing, whatever. Suggestive sales. So now at my job, and this is one of the reasons I refuse to go back on the drive-thru, they're like telling us we have to suggest a large fry. We have to ask if they want a large fry. Now, it's crazy to me how many people are just taking that suggestion. And at first I thought it's because these people are fat and they just don't have any confidence in themselves. So they're just willing to get diabetes even sooner. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's because they don't give a fuck about their health. I mean, that's kind of obvious because they're eating fast food, but I don't think that's the reason why they're upgrading to the large fry. I think the reason why they're upgrading to large fry is because all it takes is a simple suggestion and people will just do it. People will just be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do it. But I think it's a people-pleasing tendency too. So if somebody suggests something and they say it in such a way, and I mean, this is definitely like a really good way to get people. You know, you just, I mean, salespeople, they figure out like how to win people. And I'm not saying that anybody in my work is doing this because they don't give that much of a fuck about it. But like, you can either appeal to like guilt, you can like sort of coerce people into buying something that they wouldn't normally want to buy, by suggesting that they need it, or suggesting that they actually want it and that would actually benefit them to have it, you know? But there's a certain tone of voice that they use, where they can get people to do what they want and they can manipulate them. All salespeople are narcissists. I don't care. That all they gotta do is change their tone, and in changing their tone, they can like alter the way that a person reacts to them and make them do what they want. That's why I told y'all about this guy that I was friends with for a while that I'm convinced was a narcissist. Because I started to notice like different tones of voice that he would use to talk to me. And how whenever he was trying to garner some kind of sympathy from me, or whenever he was trying to control or manipulate the situation, he would change his tone. And it would just make me physically ill listening to it. But yeah, it's like I can really pick up on that now, and it's so aggravating, and I hate people. Absolutely hate them. That being said, I know that like I do different voices, and I've been paying more attention to that. I'm like, is it like, am I changing my tone of voice, or am I just changing my voice completely? Because I don't think I changed my tone. I gotta look that up. How do schizophrenics use their voices? Well, because I think the common misconception about us is that we hear voices, but like, I think a lot of us do different voices because we have these different characters in our heads, and so we're just playing these different characters out loud. That's what's going on. It's just stuff that we've internalized. And I actually think that that's what that's where the voices come from. It's just shit that we've internalized that we're just processing, and it's coming out in these weird ass ways that society doesn't understand. But if we understand them, then what's the fucking problem? Anyway, I never try to manipulate anybody though. Those types of people piss me all the way off, just let you know.